Test, test, test. What's going on, y'all? What's going on? Let me know how we sounding. Let me know how we sounding. What's good, my boy? I see you up in here. So it is London session. Members, we went live during the news yesterday, so you already know. We didn't go live during London session yesterday because I woke up, opened up my phone, looked at the charts really quick, and I was like, bro, there ain't gonna be no setups. So I didn't even get up. But we did catch a nice little NAS move yesterday, and we're currently deep in profit on this GPU setup we took this last night in our Tokyo session. Volume just started to kick in right before a couple hours before our London session popped up. We just hit like TP4, I believe. We're profit right now, and we're gonna be looking for possible GJ buys right here as well. Make sure to go ahead and like the live as y'all hop up in here. Subscribe if not subscribed already. Got a new video dropping for y'all later on today. Make sure to catch all the other videos I dropped this week as well. So go on, I see up in here, EJ. Sounding good. All right, perfect. All right, so we've been talking about this for a little bit. Then we had a retracement. Price failed to hold this level of support. Retracement. Again, London session. Price failed to hold this level of support. Now, granted, we could have went for a buy setup here, but this would have been reversal territory if we rejected this level. Right? This is what we're looking Tuesday. See how it still struggled to break past this resistance level, which is needed for the uptrend to continue. Then even after this retracement failed again, which caused the rejection and the reversal. And now we're right back where we left off literally at the beginning of the week, right? And again, we are still bullish. This is why it's important to not get too lost in the sauce and still understand how to identify the trend. Y'all don't know how to identify the trend. I do got multiple videos on the day trade tips playlist going over how to read the charts, how to identify trends, reversal, support, resistance, supply, demand, all that good stuff. So make sure to check that out, especially because it's the weekend, y'all. Matter of fact, let me drop my chat right now. You guys got any questions? Drop in the chat. When you get any charts, drop in the chat. Yeah, let's see if we can hold this little bit of support right here. And then members, if y'all was in the live yesterday, if y'all didn't watch the recording, make sure to watch the recording. Y'all missed the live. If you went live with the members during the news, 8:30 news. Remember was talking about, and I think we talked about this as well on Tuesday, how I'm not really going to go for buys unless we can hold this level as support. And again, this is why I always say I'm anti-breakout trading. Because imagine if just because price broke this level, we would have went for a buy. We would have got fucked up and then we would have been confused. Right? But members, if y'all watched the live in the New York Price Watch, I literally told y'all to not be too surprised if GN ends up retracing the rest of the day. And that's literally what GN ended up doing after the news, as we can see here. 9:30, hour after the news, the rest of the day. And once it broke back below this resistance level where we was catching sales before, we pulled the trigger and start going for sales again, right? Because again, this was Monday. Right? This was Sunday night going to Monday. This was Monday. And this was Wednesday. And this would happen yesterday, right? So again, like I said, a lot of retracements took place yesterday. But sell territory, we're deep in profit chilling. See if we can hit this next TP right here. We're also looking at a couple other setups, y'all. I do set my support resistance lines. I go over that in the course of one-on-one session. So if you don't understand how support resistance works, let me drop a video in the chat. But you want to know step by step how I do it and the whole process. I go over that in the one-on-one sessions in the course. And the reason why is because you understand support resistance, you can put support resistance levels all over your screen. But the reason why I say I gotta go over it is because it'd be a complicated and long video. Like it'd be like over an hour long and trying to break it down. And also, the levels I choose are very specific for what I'm looking for. So you would have to understand my mindset of what I'm looking for, and you would also have to know how to read the charts. There's a lot of things that come into the reason why I mark these levels off and why they're so precise and all that stuff, right? Because essentially the support resistance levels all over the place in every single time frame. But let me find a video really quick. So I got a few videos going over support resistance and stuff like that. If I can find it, I've been dropping some new videos. Right there. And I got a comment the other day, it made me laugh. I should have kept it, but just deleted it because I didn't feel like entertaining people like that on that night. But I got a comment over one of my videos the other day. It was freaking hilarious. It was my I don't think it was my most recent video. I think it was the support resistance trading strategy video. Right. So this dude was under there, he was like wow, like basically he was complaining about how the strategy was too simple and it wasn't complicated enough for him. I'm like, well, trading isn't complicated. It just seems complicated, just like anything you don't understand. Anything you don't understand is going to be complicated, right? But once you understand it and you practice, and after repetition, it becomes simple, right? And if I'm going to teach somebody, what is the point? What do I gain besides trying to sound smart or look cool by explaining using things in terms that people wouldn't fucking understand? It doesn't make any sense. You know what I'm saying? So I say that all to say is trading. A lot of times we overcomplicate it, overcomplicate things, right? Like for example, if you go for a buy, your stop loss gets hit. It's not always because you should have went for a sell. Now it could be for that reason. It's not always, oh, I was wrong. I should have went for a sell instead of a buy, or vice versa. I was wrong. I should have went for a buy instead of a sell, right? We can talk all day about that. So right now, we're chilling in GN right now. We're deep in profit on this, and we're also looking at GJ for possible buys. I think GJ can hold 193.50 as support. We can look for buys going back up to 194.5. That's what we're looking at right now. New 5 minutes about to pop up. As far as news today, we do have 8:30 Canadian news, but that's about it. All right, so make sure to be on the lookout for that for those trade Canadian pairs and all that good stuff. We're about to see if we can hold this level. If you guys got any questions, drop them in the chat. And look at any charts, drop them in the chat. You already know the drill. Just chilling, patiently waiting. Make sure to go ahead and hit that like button while y'all in here, y'all, and subscribe if you're not subscribed already. We're almost at 3,200 subscribers. We can get to that easily. We'll get to that easily. All right, so I'm not going to show, since the trade's not done, I'm not going to show the signal, right? But you can see March 20th, which was, you can see the time, 8:37 p.m. Took this trade, TV2 got hit. Talk about something else from the New York price washes in the live. You can see right here, 207, 225, right Monday session. Looking back in profit. Let's see this next TP right here. Right, and this goes back to what I always talk about. Right, there is no best session to trade. Now, there are certain charts and pairs that move better during certain sessions, but realistically, if the markets are open, your setup is there, your confirmations are met, you can take the trade. You know what I'm saying? There's a big misconception that like Asian session is just consolidation. I mean, if you're looking at stocks or gold or indices, yeah, Asian session is probably going to be consolidation. But if you're looking at currency pairs, most times or not, it's probably not going to be. But at the end of the day, we also understand every chart, every pair deals with consolidation or has consolidation at some point in time. That's just part of the game. You know what I'm saying? Let's UJ is rejecting that level, so it's going to see if NAS could push back down. Because NAS has been really struggling. And again, y'all, so we talked about this when we went live on Tuesday. We also talked about this. Was it Tuesday? What's today? I'm terrible with dates. I'm saying Tuesday. No, we went live Wednesday. It's crazy how it's Friday. Anyways, remember, we also talked about the Sunday chart analysis. We are still technically bearish. There's a reason why every time price breaks above, we're looking at NAS100. There's a reason why every time price breaks above 1950, it's failed to hold that support, right? And the members, y'all watched the New York price watch list, or was in the live yesterday. Remember, I was like, I'm not looking for buys at all on NAS. I don't care this level. I'm just going to watch to see how it plays out. I'm only looking for sales. Okay, each time price broke this level, right? It's rejected harshly over and over again. But at the same time, it's still struggling to make that new lower low for us, which we can see on the bigger time frames. But at the end of the day, it's technically bearish until we can break through these next levels and make a higher high come into play, which is another reason why it's important to understand how to read the charts. Same thing with GM. Looking for sales. Do we go for buys yesterday? No. Why? Because it does not. And then let me see if I can actually find it. So, I forgot what video I said it. Let me pull it out on my phone first. Find the video. While we're doing this, put back in the smaller time frame. Pay attention to what's going down. So get this next level. Got still work to do. The 15 about to pop up. Let's see what happens. Okay, found it. All right, found it. So this was yesterday in the New York price watch list, right? I'm gonna pull this up right here. We went live. We're in the Events Place Signal Room. We went live yesterday during the news, going live at 30 minutes, going live at 8:30 news, right? Then this is the recording of the live. You get the recordings, access to all the recordings, just like on this session live. You missed the live when we're live, you can hop on YouTube and watch it. You missed the members lives, You just hop into the Telegram, either the course channel or the Facebook channel, and watch this. Because when you get the course, you also get access to daily New York price watch list, as well as weekly New York lives and student member group chat, all that good stuff. Right, but we're going to New York price watch list, and we fast forward. Let's look at the. But again, all right. Let me see what's even going on. Let me see if y'all can. Let me turn the YouTube music on. All right, let's play this. So we got to rewind a little bit. And again, this is why it's important to understand the roasted price and not be in a rush to jump into things or FOMO in, right? Because again, I'd rather take less trades but win more than take more trades and win less. You get what I'm saying? We're going to look for buys again. Man, I wish I could fast forward on here. Hold on, let me fast forward a little bit. And as far as GN, that thing reversed all the way up. So if it does. Okay, here we go. And as far as GN, that thing no, let me go back a little bit further. Live, it's just okay, here we go. Let me see if we can hear it. And as far as GN, that thing reversed all the way up. So if it does, it's done a big move for the day already. So it's either going to make a abnormally large candlestick or don't be too sharply surprised if it consolidates or retraces back. But if it does hold 26.25 support, you can look for buys going back up to 26.60, 26.80 price range. Or if it rejects and starts to hold 24.95 as resistance, we can look for sells, go back down to 23.95. But again, it's going to have to hold this up as resistance, which should fit. All right, cool. All right, so it's kind of echoey, but if y'all close your eyes and focus, y'all can hear what I'm saying. But that's exactly what happened there, right? We was at these price points. This was 2016 price range. You can see it rejected that level and then reversed back down. And then once it broke this level, it held as resistance. That's when we pulled the trigger. We hit TP2 and then retraced, consolidated for a few hours. And then a couple hours before London session started, that's when the volume kicked in and it dumped back down, right? So again, if we would have been impatient or thought to go for buys and broke our rules, we would have took an unnecessary loss and they would have been playing ring around the rosy with price, now trying to chase sells, chase buys, chase sells, chase buys, instead of, again, understanding what direction or trend we're in and just waiting for the next setup to go for in that direction, right? And if your confirmations aren't met, you simply just don't take the trade. Simply just don't take the trade. It's that simple, y'all. We're also going to be looking for NAS sells, but again, it's been struggling to hold this level as resistance. Did a nice drop last week, broke through these levels, and it was chilling under here at 19. Oh, let me turn this YouTube music back on. It sounded a little quiet anyway. There we go. Right. It was holding on 19,650 as resistance, but after this push here on Thursday last week, it failed to hold 19,280 as resistance, which caused price to reverse back up. From it was back here, then Tuesday, a nice drop, but again failed to hold this level of resistance, which caused price to reverse again. Still not holding or respecting this level as support, which is still solidifying the bearish momentum. Now look, we're consolidating right back. Right, so we're still going to be looking for sells, but for the downtrend to continue, we have to break out of this choppiness. But the choppiness makes sense because, again, you look to the left, it's going to explain what's happening in the present and in the future. And when you look at, I'm going to next chart. Well, that sounds crazy. Let me try to fix this mic, y'all. Well, that sounded like the whole time. Hopefully, y'all was hearing what I was saying. Hold on. Let me see if I was sounding crazy the past 5 minutes. No, I just started acting up. All right, cool. So let me go and make a chart. Right. So again, we see right here where we have this consolidation and shit taking place, right? We look to the left, the same area, we see price respecting support resistance also struggling to break through, right? We see all this choppiness right where this red dotted line is. So again, it's not a shock or surprise that we experience the same thing, the same conditions on this chart, right? And if y'all watched that recording from the live yesterday, New York live, I broke down literally all the charts and all that good stuff. So make sure to check out the recording, members and students. We're going live during today's news. we've been chilling. I'm trying to see if we're gonna hit this next TP, man. You know, the charts get camera shy when I'm on live, y'all. I don't know why they don't like to perform when we're on the live stream. That's why I be cutting it off. When I cut it off, that's when the charts gonna do it after that. You guys got any questions? Drop in the chat. Any charts? Drop in the chat. Make sure to like the live, y'all. Make sure to also follow me on Instagram and TikTok. Y'all can see that scrolling at the bottom of y'all screens. Instagram, playmaker_way. TikTok _playmakerway_. Post every day on both pages, y'all. I know what the problem is. I keep on forgetting. I gotta adjust my mic when I'm streaming because it doesn't. For some reason, it doesn't sound like that. I'll be making a YouTube video. My stream at that mic extra close. Yeah, but y'all, if I ever sound like staticky or far away, just let me know, y'all. I won't get upset. I won't try to hear what I'm saying. At the end of the day, you feel me? All right, let me catch up to these comments. See what we got going. New video dropping later on today too, y'all. We're in New York session. Make sure to be on the lookout for that. All playlists besides the stock playlist are up to date. I'm gonna get to it. I promise you, I'm gonna get to it. Let's see what we got up there. For sure, I appreciate that. No problem, no problem. We're sounding good, sounding better. Okay, perfect. Can we check out UK100? You bring me back to 2023, man. You're bringing me back to 2023. We can definitely look at UK100. I used to trade all this stuff back in the day. Besides the Japanese one used to confuse me because it was always closed at weird times, and sometimes it wouldn't move right. I didn't like that one, but GBPJPY, I used to eat out GBPJPY, EUSTX, all that stuff. Let's look at UK100. Look at UK100. Which one was I using? I don't remember which one I was using. Remember starting from scratch, ladies and gentlemen, because I have not traded this. I don't even remember which one I used to use. Let's see if I can find it. So this one. Trying to see if I have a chart with levels on it still, just out of curiosity. If I can't find one, I ain't tripping. I'm just going to redo it. All right. We're just going to keep it on this one. So we're kind of choppy. We're in reversal territory with this as well. It's kind of the opposite of NAS100's reversal territory conditions, right? Because we had, prior to this uptrend, yeah, higher highs getting made. They made a reversal. They made a price push back up to make a new higher high, but it failed to hold that resistance low at support, which caused a reversal into the downtrend. Then with respect to this low at support, we shot back up, and we've been kind of consolidating, chilling here. So we have bullish momentum, but we are still in reversal territory. We still need a new higher high to be made. So let me mark off some levels really quick so I can give you some price points to pay attention to. This forever, man. I might have to start looking at this stuff again. Someone already asked me to start looking at US30 again. I guess I'll pull up US30 after this. You guys got any questions? Drop in the chat. I'm looking at your charts. Drop in the chat. All right. Cool. right? So we can kind of see what we was talking about just beforehand. So again, we can see the range in consolidation. It's been respecting for the most part 86.65 as support, but it's been struggling not only to hold 87.10, 87.08 as support, but make its way back up to 87.50, which is what's going to need to happen for the bullish momentum and that new higher high to be made. Right? We see last time price rejected that level after again consolidation and making a higher high, failing to hold this level as support. That was the resistance, which then caused again the rejection and the reversal. Now price is coming back up to try to continue again the bullish momentum. But as we see, we need volume to not only give us a higher high, but to break through these levels or break and hold these levels as support. All right, so that's what's going on right now. So as long as we can continue to respect 86.65, 86.66 as support, we're still going to be bullish. But if we break back below 86.60 to start trending as resistance, especially if we break back below 86.20 and hold as resistance, we're going to be back in the bearish territory, a possible downtrend coming back into play. All right, so that's what's going on right now. But again, when we look on the daily time frame, we can see price has been chilling here all week. And when we break it down to smaller time frame, we can literally see that's just been playing pinball all week. You see what I'm saying? So that's what's going on with UK 100. So I was going to look at US30. Go ahead. I didn't even do low. I didn't even do lows for these. I'm just going to do it next week. I don't feel like doing the levels on that. I'll just add that to the Sunday chart analysis next week. So I don't feel like those levels. I ain't going to lie to y'all. New 15 about to pop up in a couple minutes, y'all. This thing's been. I told you it'd be getting camera shot when I go on stream. It's been chilling here since been live. GJ rejected that level again while we don't break out trade. We wait to see if we can hold that support. It's done that twice. Right, and then members, we go back into the advanced play signal room. What did I say? I said GJ is going up, going as projected so far too. Let's see if it can hold this next level. We look at this beautiful screenshot. We can see price, right? And we go here. We can see price did not hold that level. And we see price is still not holding that level. Again, that's why we follow these rules. It's called the playbook for a reason, y'all. It's called the playbook for a reason, y'all. Just gotta stick to the plays. You stick to the playbook, you won the game. You feel me? What else we got up in here? What's going on, Brad? I see you up in here. Made a bag out jab. Yeah, I haven't looked at it in a year. Like I said, I haven't traded though. I used to trade them a lot. I just like if y'all go into the free Telegram, free signal room, first link in the description, by the way. And this is there's no sale right now. I just kept this here because it's easier for Telegram to load and help y'all go all the way back in the past to see we've really been doing this shit since 2022. But back in the day, I used to trade everything. Like you see your AUD, you have not heard me say that combination ever, right? Euro GBP, like these are shit you'll never hear me talk about before. But GBP30, US30, I used to trade all this stuff back in the day. Like when I was like I used to, because before I figured out how to actually read the charts, I only really traded crypto on gold and indices, and you can kind of see that right here. Like we call gold, Euro GBP, US30, New Zealand JPY, GBP30. Called USDX a few times, but yeah, we've been doing this literally since 2022, averaging high 80, high 90% rates. Showing y'all how to make this easy money. Been doing this for a long time. You can see any, you ain't gonna see no indicators on my thing anymore. That's how you know this a long time ago. You ain't gonna ever see no indicators on my shit this day and age, right? But that's how you know it's a long ass time ago. Yeah, we've been doing this for a long time, y'all. It's funny because I pulled this up to try to find the EU SCX trade, but we don't see one. Right, but while we're up in here, y'all, make sure to go ahead and hit that first link in the description. Join the free signal, free Telegram. You see at the bottom of y'all screens how we did last month and last quarter. Go ahead and hit that first link Check it out for yourselves. Let's go back to the present. We're 3-0 this week. Again, it's been a slow week, but like I said, I'd rather take less trades and win more than take more trades and win less. So 3-0, that's still 100% win rate. So I don't give a fuck. You see what I'm saying? We went 3-0 this week. What did we do last week? Let's find out. We went 3-0 last week. The week before that, we went 3-1. And then before that, we went 3-0. We only lost 2 trades so far this month. We lost 0 last month for February. We went 12-0. We went absolutely crazy. You go to right here where it says subscribers, you scroll down to photos. There's over 1,500 photos, over 3 years worth of receipts, screenshots, positions, student results, testimonials, screenshots of the signals, all that good stuff, y'all. So again, make sure you hit that first in the description. Check all this stuff out. But yeah, it's called the playbook for a reason. Bro. So again, we're just chilling right now. Deep in profit on this. That's all in profit. Just waiting to see if we're going to hit the next TP or if it's going to wake me out. And also waiting to see if GJ is going to play ring around the rosy some more or if we're going to get this next push. And GU is also saying things are struggling to make that next move. So we're just waiting for volume to kick in for the most part. We also got a new quarter starting soon too, so we're about to see how quarter 2 is about to treat us. No problem, change this live. New 5-minute about to pop up. Those just joining the stream, we have not into this trade yet. This is the trade idea. Make sure to hit that first link in the description. Join a free signal, free Telegram. You'll see on your screens how we did last month and last quarter. Go ahead and hit those first link. Go ahead and hit that first link, I should say, and check that out for yourselves. You guys got any questions? Drop in the chat. When looking at your charts, drop in the chat. But you already know the drill. We're just chilling and patiently waiting. Where is my, what you call it? It's right here. We'll just take this one. Screen done. Okay, there we go. We're back in business. Let's see if we can survive the stream. Let's see if we can survive or if I'm gonna have to restart. Oh man. Alright, if we black out, y'all, I'm gonna just restart my Wi-Fi. Y'all just hang tight, right? But we're gonna thug it out. But if we go out. All right, we are back, ladies and gentlemen. Let's make sure the music's going and stuff. And I tell you, man, the area I'm at, the community A1, location A1, vibes A1. Only thing I do not like is this trash ass Wi-Fi. That's the only There's all does not feel freaking boo boo. They gotta make a new cell phone tower or something. That's the only thing I don't like about this area. Is the signal is trash. So I don't like living in the city. I'm a country dude. I don't like living in the city. So it's just, but you can tell the difference, right? Like when I go into the city, crazy difference. But I'm gonna thug it out. At least I got Wi-Fi. At least I got Wi-Fi. All right, so let's see how he's sounding, y'all. Let me replay this to make sure he's sounding good. Let me know if the mic's sounding good. Let me pull up my YouTube, see how he's sounding. All right. But it's not like we missed anything anyways, man. I know it's kind of chilling. Oh, no, never mind. NAS might do something for us. So again, NAS could hold 19,660 as resistance. We're going to be looking for sales going down to 19,470. Rejected. So we can hold this right here. See, the GN can hit our next TP too. Just chilling. All right, members, make sure to pay attention to y'all's charts. Nobody should be closing GN red. All right. C has been chilling here. You see, it's been chilling for the past hour. Just losing logic. The price has been ranging somewhere, stuck, struggling to go somewhere for an hour. When that volume picks up, it's either going to continue to push our way or reject to the upside. So either secure profits or pay attention to the charts until price starts moving again. All right? It's one of the worst feelings in trading is being up, getting comfortable, kicking your feet up, and then 30 minutes out later, you're like, oh shoot, I was in a trade. Let me see how that's doing. And for it to refresh and be red. Try those still up in here, y'all. Appreciate y'all still chilling. I think I got off the message before we cut off that I was gonna have to restart my trip. Let's see what we got up in. You guys got any questions? Drop in the chat. Want to get any charts? Drop in the chat. New 15 about to pop up in a little bit. Yeah, I appreciate that. And we go live every day, London session, Monday through Friday, behind the scenes with the members and students. We go live at least twice a week during the New York news events. But yeah, I really go live to show y'all realistic side of trading, right? Because you watch my trade breakdowns, for example, make sure to go to trade breakdowns playlist on this channel, or you just watch any other videos online. They're quick and sped up, and it's not really the full process. So for me, I know for sure, and a lot of people I talk to are helped, that messes you up, right? Because again, you see all these videos where people are like, oh, I made 5K, 20K, 30K, but I'm not going to tell you how much I risk. I'm not going to tell you what my win rate is or what my balance is to even make this or risk that, right? So that's why there's so many people that over leverage or don't even know how to properly calculate the lot size of leverage, because people got a $200 account and aren't happy with a $10 win or a $5 win, because they're like, man, I need to be making $100 or $200. Was like, that's a good win for that account size. You know what I'm saying? But also with the whole process of trading, right? Because again, you'll see people like, oh, I made this in 20 minutes, or I'm only on the charts for 30 minutes a day. I'll be on the charts no more than 30 minutes. So then when that 30 minutes passes by, you feel like you're doing something wrong, or you should just pull the trigger and things like that. So this is why I go live, to show you all the realistic side of trading. Show that every day is going to be different, but what you do on the charts is the same thing. Also help y'all, y'all got questions, answer y'all's questions, all that good shit. That's really why I go live and do these lives, y'all. Like I say it all the time, I do not be at my. The only time I'm at my desk is if I'm making a video. I got one-on-one sessions. Well, I haven't played the game in a couple months, or if I'm playing the game, right? Like when I'm looking for setups and trading, I'm not on my desk. I'm at my bed, or I'm doing something else, out and about, or I'm doing something else. You know what I'm saying? I really do this stuff for y'all, to help y'all out, and because again, shit I teach, I had to learn the hard way through trial and error. Dealing with 30K and a year just doing dumb shit, figuring things out on my own. When I finally figured it out, I was like, I'm gonna be what everybody needed, which is someone that's actually giving good information, realistic information, because the majority of stuff you see online is just. Let's see if we can hold this lower right here. Oh, there it is. Let's see, hold this lower. You don't lose. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. New video dropping for y'all later on today during New York session. Make sure to be on the lookout for that. Make sure to catch on the videos drop this week and this month as well. All playlists are up to date, y'all. All playlists are up to date. It looks like we're about to start pushing here. Looks like we're about to start pushing here. Again, as far as news, hold on, let me put that up. So, all right, so as far as news, we have 8:30 Canadian news. So make sure to keep that in mind for those that trade the Canadian pairs. Let's see what we got here. Showing your strategy and working live on charts go behavior. Yeah, we go over here. It's called a playbook for a reason too. It's called a playbook for a reason. We don't go for reversals over here. We don't reverse trade over here. We go with the flow and fly. Yeah, and a lot of the lingo and the stuff, I don't really go by that over here. We do things a little bit differently. It used to always go with the flow of price. Right? One of the things that's actually popularized that's actually true is the trade is your friend. Right? I don't go for reversals. Only go for sells in the downtrend. Only go for buys in the uptrend. Let me bring this mic close. I don't know. This sounds weird sometimes. New 5 minute about to pop up. Speaking of reversals, though, we might see some reversals take place. Like for gold, for example, right? I've been talking about this past couple weeks. The reason why I haven't really been taking gold setups is because I'm waiting for a retracement. Okay, so yes, we've been respecting so far until now 34 as support, but we've been also struggling to really hold that level of support, as we can see, as well as make that new higher high. Now, another thing you have to understand is that this did a big push to the upside, and there's a lot of levels that have not really been retested yet. So, don't be too shocked surprised to see a retracement retest, right? Especially this price point here at 29.90, 29.56. Shoot, even 30.10 hasn't been retested yet. So we got a lot of levels that just got blown through, but not retested, right? A lot of levels that just got blown through but not retested. Retest, let's see, to hold this, we want to see if we can hold this level as resistance. There's momentum, but we've really been struggling to make that next lower low in NAS100. So today I want to see either us come back to the previous lows and not get that new lower low made, or honestly, I just want price to break past 19,855 and just go up. Because again, as a trader, you don't want to be too emotional or stuck on a trend. You want to always understand what trend we're in. But at least my mindset, I don't care if we're in an uptrend or downtrend. I just need to know if we're in an uptrend or downtrend. That's all I care about. Like, I don't care what direction price goes. I just need to know what direction price is going, so I know what I need to do, what I need to look for. This thing's been chilling here for a minute, but again, price at the same trend Sunday night at the same exact level. If you guys got any questions, drop them in the chat. We're looking at your charts, drop them in the chat. But we're just chilling, patiently waiting right now. Make sure to hit that first link in the description, y'all. Join the free streamer and free Telegram. Y'all see on your screens how we did last month and last quarter. Go ahead and hit that first link and check it out for yourselves. We're 3-0 so far this week. We're 3-0 so far this week. We went 3-0 last week. The 3-1 the week before that. We'll scroll down, or scroll up, I should say, to, I believe, March. Let's see what date it is. March 3rd. You can see that right here. We went to Robo last month. You click right here. There's blue highlight. It's going to take you to the beginning of the month. As you can see, all wins and losses are posted. You go live every day. You see, we send the link out just like today. I sent the link out. went 17-3 to start the year off in January, getting to 85% win rate. And then you click right here, you scroll down a little bit, you'll see how we ended quarter 4. So after this month's over, we're going to tally up and show how we did in quarter 1. This is how we ended quarter 4 last year. Went 41-4 onto 4 losses that quarter. It was a 91% win rate all 3 months combined. October went 15-1, November 14-1, December 12-2. Then you scroll a little bit further down and you go to January 6th. You can see how we did last year for the entire 2024. We went 181 wins, 23 losses, giving us an 89% win rate for the entire year, averaging less than 2 losses per month, catching a total of 326,550 pips. Went absolutely crazy insane, y'all. And again, we also, at the beginning of every week, drop the Sunday chart analysis. Now, if you checked out this week's Sunday chart analysis, a lot of charts went as projected. So, just because it's Friday doesn't mean anything. Like I always say, it goes over not just what we see price doing Sunday night going into Monday, but what we see price doing throughout the entire week. So, you check out the Sunday chart analysis and compared to what price is looking like right now. We can look at the week beforehand Sunday chart analysis and see what price was looking like during that. You'll see a lot of charts end up going as projected. Looks like we're about to hit this or try to hit this next TP. So let's see if we can do it. We got about 2 minutes till the next 15-minute hour pops up. Yeah, so at this point, I'm just watching the charts because I'm watching to see if it's going to, when volume picks up, blow through this like it had to last time, or if it's going to reject again, right? So that's why I'm really paying attention to this because you can see it's trying, but again, it's the same thing that happened when we was going for sales on Monday, Sunday night. I don't look right. I have to fix that. I have to look at my trade and see what the original was. You guys got any questions? Drop in the chat. We'll get any charts up in the chat. Appreciate everybody chilling up in here. Appreciate all the likes as well. Yeah, I mean, I'm looking at the NAS100, but you're doing scalps on the 1 minute. I don't trade on the 1 minute. So, what I'm looking at is not what you're looking at. You know what I'm saying? So like I said, I'm looking for sales right now. If you go on 1960 as resistance, but there's no point in me looking at it right now because I know it's retracing and retesting, and I also have this alert. You see how I just went off? So I know when price hits the price I'm looking for, I'm gonna get alerted. So that way I can focus on the trade I'm in or look at another chart, and then when price picks up and does what I'm looking for, I'll get alerted just like you see right now. All right, so I got alerts on all these charts. I just look at an alert when price broke this level. So I was looking at sales here, but it rejected. Then when markets reopened Tokyo session, I had that alert when price broke down. And then after price broke down, that's when we went for that sell when price broke this level here. Let me see if I can show y'all that showing the signal. Trade's not done yet. All right, so you can see we entered the 837, and then you can see this was the 830 candlestick. All right. So we're still extremely bullish on gold. It's been chilling here, respecting all week 30-34 as support. So if we can continue to do that, we can continue to look for buys. Just pay attention to it because, again, the retracement is due because it has done a big push to the upside, like we talked about earlier. So we are still going to be looking for buys because it's up support. But just pay attention to the charts because we can see here, besides this last time on Wednesday, Monday and Tuesday, and yesterday hasn't really gone that far off this level. It's also been off retracements, really struggling to even respect it as support. All right. Now it's rejected that level, which again is why we wait for the retest. Because if we didn't wait for the retest, we'd be in an unnecessary drawdown at potential risk of our stop loss getting hit. Looked like GM was about to do something, but no, it's just still teasing us, you know what I'm saying? Still wants to tease us. But that's because it's at a point where, depending on what it does today and possibly Sunday night, Monday, it's going to determine if the downtrend is going to come into play, or if we're going to be having the uptrend either attempts to come into play again, or if we're going to be playing ring around the rosy. Again, I don't want to be playing ring around the rosy. I don't care for the uptrend or downtrend. At this moment, I'm in sell, so I'm looking for the downtrend to continue. But I'm talking about in general. I don't care for an uptrend or downtrend. I just need to know what trend so we can catch some moves. Right? So when prices just be ranging all the time, you know, like the market's been lately, it's going to be more difficult to catch moves just simply because it's been a lot of ranginess and a lack of volume. But he's been chilling for the past couple hours. So I can push him up. He should go for round 2 or round 3, I should say. Let's see if we can actually hold this level this time, though. Yeah, that's what's up. That's what's up. Started or ending the week off right. Appreciate trading. It's kind of long here. I feel that. I feel that. You know what I'm saying? I can't talk to but I mean, my brother, you know what I'm saying? I talk to my brother about trading shit like that. Be like, that's why my brother, like people I know in real life or people I meet in real life, you don't know about that. It's like, it'd be kind of hard to tell people what I do too. I just be telling them, like, I'm an investor. I run a couple businesses. I run like social media pages. That's what I be telling people. But we start talking about trading, especially Forex, they either think scamming, or you say you trade, they be like, oh, you talking about like stocks or stuff like that. But then they be like, oh, can you teach me? I'm like, yeah. And then when you actually try to start to teach them or some shit, and then it's like, these motherfuckers don't actually want to learn. Or, you know, people just don't understand it. So nowadays, I just be, you know what I'm saying? But that's why I kind of like doing what I do, because I can get all this shit out of my system. You know, so I can just record a video and just talk my head off and post that shit. Yeah, because like on like random and me just like being out and about, just doing my thing, I think I've only ran into one other person that traded. No, 2 people. I've only like just out and about, like on some chill shit. Maybe 3, but not a lot of people. You know, it was just like on some random stuff. But let's push it up. Let's see if NAS is gonna reject or hold that level. I was trying to stay on because GN looked like about to do something. I'm like, I know as soon as I close and end the stream, GN's either gonna go at the next TP or it's gonna do something. It's either gonna go up or down. It's gonna do something. I was like, man, wait too long because it looks like it's about to try to do something for us. I went to London Central. Yeah, as far as news today, we have 8:30 Canadian news. That's all. So make sure to keep that in mind for those that do trade the Canadian pairs. If you guys got any questions, drop them in the chat. Any charts, drop them in the chat. We should already know the drill. We're just chilling, patiently waiting, right? right? So again, looking at NAS100 on the grand scheme of things, right? We're still extremely bearish. We have this resistance level still being respected at 19,850. Now we break this level, start holding that support, right? We break this level, start holding that support again. You see the bullish momentum come back into play. But all this week so far, it's been retesting it, but it keeps on rejecting harshly, as we see, right? Retested, rejected harshly, retested, rejected harshly, retested, rejected harshly, right? So again, today I'm looking at sells, but at the end of today, going into Sunday, I want price to make up his mind. Right? I want price at the end of today to do this would be awesome, right? Do that or go somewhere, right? Because again, we can't control the markets. That's why it's important to understand and read the charts, but a lot of these charts are ranging right now, which is why it's been a little bit more difficult, especially for new traders. But trading in general has been a lot more difficult with the range of consolidations. You can see that just looking at the track record of the trades, right? So again, we're still having high win rates, we're still having successful profitable weeks and months. But if we just go back in time, there's also why, like, this is my journaling basically, right? And my shit's public, right? Which is cool and all. That's basically my journal of trades, recaps, and win rates, and all that stuff, right? So we went 12-0 last month. We went to 12 trades last month. We took 20 trades January. We took 14, of course, quarter four slow. December 15, 16, and then 16, and I think we started taking 14. Then we got more. So this is when we had a lot more during the summertime. I talked about this in the live yesterday too, members. You know, summer quarter is a quarter we have a lot more volume and stuff. We have a lot more volume during the summer quarter. But it's also because just like, again, a lot of consolidation. When prices ranging, it's struggling to, continue going down or continuing going up. And I personally always tell the member students not to go and trade things when they're consolidating, and to wait for them to break out of that. But if you take a trade and get sucked into it, ain't nothing you can really do about that. Right? It just happens. See gold rejecting that level again. Now it's still chilling here. Let's see what the next 15 looks like. Yeah, it's going slowly but surely. Slowly but surely. No matter what this does, I'm closing green, so I'm chilling, right? Obviously, I'd like to go down more, but no matter what this does, I'm closing green. So I'm just vibing in this right now. And, I'd like to go for more, but I'm not going to be greedy, right? I'm not going to let a winner turn to a loser. So I stop loss and profit. So if I get worked out, cool. I might look for retracement or price break next. Let me go for entry. Nash is inverted. Let's see what Nash is about to do. Let's see what this next 15 does. Yeah, we can look at US30. I got you. That's funny. I said I wasn't going to mark those levels up, but because you asked, I will mark those levels off. So let me drag this to the side really quick. Let's put this on NAS100 so we can see what it's doing. Yeah, I got you. Take a look at this stuff. Let's take a look at US30. You guys got any questions? Drop in the chat. Any charts? Drop in the chat. All right, so let me do these lows real quick. And one thing I always say, y'all, it is the weekend. Again, I'm not telling y'all to go no life mode, but do not waste the weekend, y'all, especially those that are new traders. Again, I always say an hour minimum a day, including weekends, reviewing your trades, back testing, practicing. Do an hour minimum a day. You're going to see improvements. And we definitely want to take advantage of the weekend because the market's back open Sunday night. Like I said, it's going to be back to business before you know it. And you know what I'm saying? And you're going to go back into the charts. You're going to stare at the charts. And you're either going to forget half the stuff you thought you learned, or you're going to start doing those bad habits again. All right, so let's take a look at US30, y'all. All right, so let's go ahead and pull this bad boy up. So US30, we are technically bearish. We're kind of the same predicament with NAS100 to an extent, right? So we had big downtrend, boom. We got price reversing. So we've been, again, just like with NAS, it's just been a little bit more aggressive on the US30 side. But we keep on rejecting this resistance level right here at about 41.950, 41.940 price range. So it's basically doing the same thing as 100 is doing, which it keeps rejecting that level. But if it starts to break and hold 41.970 as support and break through and go to 42, it's going to need for the uptrend to come into play. It's going to need to hold 42.320 as support, right? But if it holds this level as support and especially breaks this resistance level of 42.150, then we can see buys and bullish momentum come into play. All right, but right now it's still in the reversal territory. So that's what's going on with this study. As it's rejecting this level again, let's see how this plays out. Let's see what GN's talking about. GN's still teasing us. Also, that's see, I knew he was going to do that. See, I knew he was going to do that. All right, do not come in here promoting your stuff. I had a feeling I was trying to be nice, but I had a feeling he was going to do some weird stuff. Fortunately, you gotta go. Watch from the hallway. Watch from the hallway. Hope you got a hall pass though. But you gotta know that it's just something like called, I don't even know if morals is the right word. Don't do that shit. You don't see my name under all these people shit doing that. Don't do that shit. That's crazy. You don't even got any videos on your page. You promote it. When we first started commenting, that was the first thing I did was look at your YouTube channel. But then I saw, okay, you don't got to do this. So I was like, okay, maybe he's not going to do that. Something weird. But then, you know, it's very good. Watch from home, my boy. What's up? He also let me know what broker you use. Was curious if you knew any funding agencies that are legit. So, as far as brokers, if you're in America, if you're not in America, you can use the one linked in my description. But if you are in America, I got a few. Like one for FOREX is TasteFX. That one's good. With that one though, you need 250 minimum though. So you need 250 minimum to start trading on there. But that's strictly FOREX. That's a good one. It's regulated, all that good stuff. For futures, there's a what was that? People also use what you call it, trade log and stuff like that. But me personally, I use the one in the description, UFX, but you can't use that if you're not in America anymore. And I use TasteFX, and then I use prop firms. And for prop firms, if you're on the stock side or the option side or whatever, I know a lot of people use top step, but I'm on the forex side and the future side, so I use funding pips. I've been using them for the past couple years now, and I've had no issues with them. Customer support is always quick, payouts are always simple. The rules are simple. The spread's not crazy, and they're a lot cheaper than FGMO, right? So I know FGMO has been around for a long time, but this is just a lot cheaper. Like you can get I think the 10K account is like $60 or $70, which is insane. And the 50K account is I can't remember what the 50K account is. I know they have like a 20K. No, it's a 25. No, it's 20K. That's like $100 or 50K. I forgot, but you just go to the website. They fixed it now, but just make sure it is. Let me type it in the chat. You just have to make sure because they used to this. I don't know if they were a scam or not, but it wasn't the right one. They used to like push ads to pop up above funding pips, but funding pips fixed it. But this is the one I'm using right now. Funding pips. Again, they're one of the cheapest in the game right now. They're one of the cheapest in the game right now. And again, I have no issues with them with my payouts. The rules are very simple. It's what is it? It's 8% past phase one, 5% past phase two. You know, plus they're cheap. You know what I'm saying? So you get a good return on your investment. Now, of course, they got the other stuff where you can get it quicker, but I don't do that. I do the classic two phase. I don't do none of the other stuff. So don't ask me about all those other things they got. I do the simple two phase evaluation. Cause I don't know. Cause I know I'm gonna get funded, so I'm in no rush with the process. So I just do a simple two phase, two step classic that we all know, love, and hate. Oh, look at Nas tanking. Damn, as soon as I go, I tell you, as soon as I go into teacher mode, Nas did something. But I told y'all this is what we was looking for. So if y'all got into this, shout out to y'all. Y'all should be nice and profit right now. Well, let me cut you to the comments. Shout out to those that got in this. Y'all should be nice and happy to pay attention to y'all's charts. Looks like we're about to hit this next TP too, y'all. Okay, the markets are waking up. The markets are waking up. What else? What else? What else? Appreciate you. No problem, Adrian. I got you. I got you. From America. So use TastyFX. TastyFX. I typed it in the chat. TastyFX, simply Forex. And I like this one, especially for, and this is why I'm telling all my students that I do one-on-one sessions to get, because it's going to help you with the discipline, right? Because the ones outside of America, the unregulated with the 1 to 500 leverage, you can literally risk 99% of your account in one trade if you want to. They'll let you blow your account. But with TastyFX, they literally won't let you risk more than a certain amount at a time. So if you try to put a certain lot size, they'll be like, oh no, you can't do that. Or if you're in a trade and your trade is in drawdown, you try to enter another trade, another position, like, oh, you can't do that. You're at risk of not one, you're at risk of. So it's not to a point where you won't blow your account, but they stop you from risking a certain amount. I forgot the exact number. But they're also regulated, money's safe, very simple. It's like a simple process. Like if you invest in stocks, you put through a simple process. But yeah, that's strictly Forex, this one right here. So just look them up. They also go by, they used to go by IG, the letter I as in igloo, G as in gangster. They used to go by IG, but they changed the name to Tasty. Don't ask me why, but we do be eating. So, I guess it do be tasty, these pips. So I don't fucking know why they changed it. I guess they didn't have that many options. A lot of names were taken. I have no idea. But that's the one I'll be using. Yeah, you're there in the chat. You're in the chat. I got you. Coupon. You're talking about coupon. You DM me. You DM me. And say you was from the live, and I got you. It's funny. I don't know where you heard that from, or you was just asking to ask. But yeah, if you DM me, so you was from the live, I got you with the exclusive. That's for anybody. I said that before. I don't say that a lot. I think I said it like a week or two ago. So I don't know if you heard that from a week or two ago. I don't think you was the one that asked me. I thought it was a lady that asked me that the other day. But I don't know. But yeah, if you DM me, say you're from the live, I got you. That's anybody watching, even if you're watching this recording over the weekend. So I know for some reason my lives run up on the weekend. Let me let the members know we hit the next TP. They say like, hey, I was in the live. You got that discount code? Yeah, I got you. Now, the discount code does got a timer on it. So don't think you can come back 2 years later and like, hey, do you remember me? You gave me this discount code. No, it ain't no it's an expiration date on it. You feel me? But yeah, if you DM me, I got you. I'm gonna let the members know. We hit the next TP. Five. Nice. NAS is going crazy too. NAS is going crazy too. And you know, old boy that we had to put into the hallway and timeout, think about his decisions. He was talking about buys on NAS. I hope he got out. Because if not, his account's fucked right now. I hope he got out. I'm talking about scalping on the 1 minute. I hope he got out that shit. Yeah, no problem. No, I got you. See on my site. Coupon. Let me see. I ain't gonna let me look at it. But yeah, like I said, just DM me. If I have it on there, shout out to you because nobody be saying that shit. So you read something. I wasn't reading. I do need to edit this though because I think that prop firm is a no go. I think you saw it on my site. I don't see it on my site. But unless there's somebody that made a website, I don't know about. But either way, I do have a code. Funny enough, just DM me and I got you. I think I need to update this though. I don't know. I also got a few prop firms on here too on my site. No, I need to get rid of. I need to update that. I do need to update that. I need to get one of those. I haven't touched this thing in years. Let's see if we can hit that next TP. Going on for a little bit longer. There's a fat candlestick on that. U15 just popped up. Let's see if it's going to retrace it. I'm pushing for us. I do got to edit this, so appreciate you letting me know. What did I even use to log in? I haven't touched this shit. Oh, I remembered it. Alright, so I need to edit this shit. Edit. And I'm gonna put the actual. Yeah, so again, this is what I'm talking about. So I literally just typed it up on my phone, right? So the funding pips, when you search it up, I'm just gonna put the website in the chat just to make your life easier. Because there's this company has a still searches, but I never use that on things. I only talking about for things I use. So this is the proper line. They're very simple. I have no issues with them. Yeah, these challenges are cheap as hell. Yeah, so let me fix them on my website. Appreciate your time. Fix that. Cool. I'm gonna do that on the weekend, right? But yeah, the prices on their challenges are cheap as hell, and the requirements are easy too. So like the 10K challenge is what's the, I just saw it. Hold on. $66. 10K challenge $66. 25K 156. 50K 266, which is not bad at all. Then they have 100K 470. Most 100Ks they be charging like $500-$600. They also have a 5K challenge as well. The 5K is $36. It's not bad at all. So yeah, they got cheap challenges. You know what I mean? I'm all about a deal. You know what I'm saying? I was like, let me try it. This is just $100. Let me try this real quick. Got the payouts. I was like, okay, bet. Now I'm about to buy a big boy challenge. You know. And I got other members of students that use funding pips and I got payouts as well. So yeah. So I trade on personal accounts. I'll give y'all some free game. Is the best way to go about it, right? Get the challenge, get the payout. Once you get the payout, you have a free account now because you made your money back and more. You got your return on your investment. So basically, no matter what happens on your first payout, doesn't fucking matter because you made your money back. So with that money you made back, either buy another challenge or from then on use your payouts to put it into your live personal account. All right. And I trade on both, right? Why would I not use free money, make some money, right? So again, after you pass and get your first payout, that counts basically free. So after that, anything you make off of that is free money and bonus points. And if you lose it, you made your money back. So it's like you didn't lose anything. Just buy another one. You get what I'm saying? So that's simple. You just have to stay disciplined and not start doing dumb shit. Right. But that's the method, y'all. That's the way to do it. Don't go all in and strictly trade fund. No. That's how people get fucked up because they only have funded accounts. Like all these people are like, oh, I got a million funded. Great. Do you got a live account? Because if not, you're fucked if something happens in that company. I don't know about y'all, but I don't like the thought of that. And it's just like having a bank account. You shouldn't have one bank account. You should have multiple bank accounts. You know what I'm saying? If you don't have multiple bank accounts this weekend, make another one. Get another one. You know what I'm saying? Never want to have all your eggs in one basket. All right. Shout out to everyone that's been alive since y'all joined. Make sure to hit that first link in the description. Join our free signal for your Telegram. If you're interested, shoot, hold on a second. Okay, finish this real quick. If you're interested in identifying these levels, signal service on mentorship program, make sure to hit those links in the description, y'all. Again, we entered this trade last night during Tokyo session. Say all the time, we trade all sessions. It just depends on the market conditions. And if I see something I like, It doesn't matter what session you're in, Tokyo session, London session, New York session. If the markets are open, there's setups, right? Every session, every chart, and every pair has their time where there's just low volume, right? That's just a part of the game. Yeah, I got a new video dropping later on today as well during New York session. Make sure to be on the lookout for that. And yeah, enjoy y'all's weekend. Enjoy y'all's weekend.